Can you guess how Rousey's friends called her early on fighting career? How she began her career? Why did she suffer from hypoxia? What is her net worth and how luxurious is her lifestyle? We'll learn more about her in today's video. Let's go!
Ronda Rousey!
American mixed martial artist Ronda Rousey is also an accomplished actress and judoka. At the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, she became the first American woman to win an Olympic Judo medal. Ronda Rousey has positioned herself as one of the greatest female MMA fighters of all time. Ronda Rousey was born on February 1, 1987 in Riverside County, California. She's 35 years old right now. Ronda's parents are Anne-Marie DeMars and Ron Rousey. Her mother is a well-known judoka who in 1984 became the first American woman to win World Judo Championship. Maria Burns Ortiz, Jennifer Rousey, and Julia DeMars are her three siblings. She was 8 years old in 1995 when her father killed himself. A few years later, her mother remarried an engineer from an aerospace industry. There are English, Polish, Trinidadian, and Venezuelan ancestors in her family tree. Ronda was homeschooled for the majority of her elementary education. In Jamestown, North Dakota, she attended high school for a while before dropping out and passing the GED exams required to prove that she had the academic competencies equivalent to those of a high school graduate. When her friends first started calling her Rowdy early in her fighting career, Rousey was hesitant to adopt the nickname because she felt it was insulting to Canadian professional wrestler Roddy Piper. However, after meeting face-to-face, Piper gave his full endorsement to Rousey's use of the name. Rousey and UFC pro fighter Travis Browne started dating in 2015 and moved in together in October 2015, which she confirmed. On April 20, 2017, the couple got engaged and was married in Hawaii on August 28, 2017. They are the proud parents of a girl who was born on September 27, 2021, and whose name is Lakea Makalapuokalanipo Brown. In addition, she is a stepmother to Brown's two boys from prior marriages. Rousey started learning judo when she was 11 years old with the help of her mother. She went on to win a gold medal at the World Junior Judo Competition in Budapest, Hungary in 2004. Since judo was just an Olympic sport in 1992, she is the only American woman who has ever won an Olympic medal in women's judo. She won bronze at the 2008 Olympics in China. In August 2010, Rousey made her MMA debut as an amateur. Since then, she has been in a lot of high-profile fights. A few months into becoming a professional boxer, in March 2012, she took on Miesha Tate in her first title match fight. Here she managed to win the women's bantamweight title and earn $32,000 in cash. A lot of people were talking about this fight in the media, which got the attention of the UFC. In November 2012, Rousey joined the UFC with her main event title in tow. In her first fight, she took on Liz Carrouche at UFC 157 in February 2013. She won the fight in the first round. She earned $90,000 and took home all of it. Women had never fought in the UFC before, so this was a historic moment. She would fight Tate again at UFC 168, where she would earn $100,000. For the second time in as many fights, Ronda Rousey prevailed through armbar submission, this time advancing to the third round. Rousey was part in the fastest bout in UFC history in February 2015 when she forced Kat Zingano to submit to her trademark armbar in 14 seconds at UFC 184. Because of the fight, she made $130,000, which works out about $9,000 per second. When Rousey's fight came up later that year, it would be for the wrong reason. Holly Holm knocked her out in the second round of UFC 193 in November. This was widely considered to be one of the greatest sports shocks of all time. Even though she lost, Rousey made $165,000 that night. While they were in Strikeforce, Rousey and Miesha Tate got into a fight with each other. It looked like a rematch between Tate and Rousey was always going to happen. Tate showed that she could at least partly match Rousey in their first fight. Women are attributed for coming to the UFC as a result of media and press interest in the build-up to the inaugural bout. It also made women's fights more well-known. An armbar submission ended Tate's match against Rousey in the third round. Rousey has made over $100,000 in her professional career for the majority of her matches. Despite losing to Amanda Nunes by TKO in only 48 seconds at UFC 207 in December 2016, she earned almost $3 million. Surprisingly, $3 million was just her attendance fee for the event. In 2004, she was the youngest judoka that participated in the Olympic Games in Athens, Greece at the age of 17. During the World Junior Judo Championship in Hungary in 2004, she took home the gold medal. In the process, she has become the first American athlete to win 2 World Junior medals, a distinction she still has today. When she was 21, she withdrew from the sport after earning a bronze in Beijing. Keep your arms out of her way. In November, Rousey lost to Holly Holm, but she's still known as a hard fighter. Prior to facing Holm, she had won 9 out of her previous 11 fights through armbar submission. Another 2 she knocked out. A month ago, she used an armbar to take out Zingano. People say she's a trash talker, but she's also kind. In the wake of her recent fight with Miesha Tate, Rousey received some negative criticism for her trash-talking tactics. However, she believes the exposure generated by her actions will be beneficial to the sport overall. Last year, however, she quickly proposed Ngannou a rematch after their fight because she felt awful about defeating her in such an underwhelming manner. She beat up her director. In 2014, The Expendables 3 was Rousey's first movie. Before her first scene, director Patrick Hughes received a punch from her on set which broke one of his ribs. He claims he was attempting to help her burn off some anxious energy.
Good.
The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. When Rousey was 11, her mother took her to judo class. Her mom would always jump on top of her in the early hours and say, "Always be ready, you never know what will happen." Now armbar. To perform arm bars, she would awaken her from deep sleep. Ronda Rousey is also an accomplished actress who has been in a slew of films. She portrayed Luna in the 2014 film The Expendables 3. In 2015, she featured in Furious 7 as Cara. Acting roles include Entourage Caddy from the same year. She made her cinematic debut in 2018 as Sam Snow in Mile 22. In 2019, she starred as fight instructor in the film Charlie's Angels. She made an appearance in the documentary Through My Father's Eyes, the Ronda Rousey story in 2019. In terms of Ronda Rousey's television career, she made her debut in 2011 on Who Knew Taikukai TV. Gallus Mag appeared in Drunk History Season 4, Episode 5 in 2016. She appeared as Devon Panberthy in Blind Spot Season 2, Episode 20 in 2017. In 2019, she portrayed Lena Bosco in 911 Season 3, Episode 2 to Episode 8. She made her television debut on Total Divas in Season 9 in 2019. In 2020, Episode 2 of Game On K Season 1 was filmed. Rousey has played EA Sports, UFC, UFC 2, UFC 3, WWE 2K19, Mortal Kombat 10. She also played Mortal Kombat 11 in 2019. As of 2022, Ronda Rousey's net is estimated to be worth $15 million. The majority of her money came from fighting. Currently, she earns between $1 million and $1.5 million per fight, and Ronda Rousey's net worth is boosted by endorsements and acting roles in films. She made almost $3 million from a fight she lost to Amanda Nunes in 2016. Among the companies with whom she has endorsement agreements are Metro PCS, Reebok, and others. For the first few years of Rousey's life, she struggled to speak clearly due to an umbilical cord tied around her neck, which caused her to suffer from oxygen deprivation hypoxia. She subsequently had speech therapy to resolve these issues. Interesting Ronda Rousey facts. She is the first and only female UFC bantamweight champion, having held the championship since December 2012. The Wrestling Observer newsletter named her the best box office drawer, most outstanding fighter, and MMA most valuable fighter in 2014. She appeared naked on the cover of the 2012 body issue of ESPN, the magazine. On Maxim's Hot 100 list, she was placed 29th. Ronda Rousey has been on the covers of magazines like as Maxim, Australian Men's Fitness, The Ring, and Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. She presented the late-night variety program Saturday Night Live in January 2016, featuring special guest Selena Gomez. Her autobiography My Fight, Your Fight was released in May 2015 by her sister Maris. With a net worth of $15 million, she is the only female fighter among the top 20 wealthiest MMA fighters. She is one of the best athletes in the world and will be known as a legend in the history of the sport. She talks a lot, but she is also very strong when she fights her opponents. Even though she almost gave up after her retirement, she is still a true representation of what a person with the will can do. This is because she is a real person. Do you consider yourself a fan of Rousey? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your time.